Yo, my name is Zosh.
Yo, it's Young Static.
What's cracking, guys? This is Christian from Honda Vlogs.
Yo, vatos locos. This is Lazymangarage. And you know who you're watching?
You're watching Lazymangarage.
You're watching Lazymangarage.
And you're watching Lazy Man's Garage.
Lazymangarage.
Video is going to be a little bit different than the typical videos that I make. I'm going to be discussing about a little bit about myself to get you guys up to speed on what I'm about. Well, my name is Chris, and I live in San Bernardino, California. I am 28 years old. I will be 29 in March. That big 29, man, is... Now, a few of the people I follow and I talk to on a daily basis has said, hey, maybe you should do a video like this and kind of let people know what you're about and, you know, get this shit off your chest. And I was like, you know, I'll do it. It's a little embarrassing because it's a condition that is kind of hard to beat, but I have what's called agoraphobia. And what agoraphobia is, it's like there's good anxiety and then there's bad anxiety. That's the best way that I could describe it. The good anxiety would be when you're like, oh shit, like, you know, when you were a kid and you touched a girl's hand or whatever and you were like, oh man, like this is crazy, like, or you know, you were ding dong ditching as a kid and you were like, oh fuck, we might get caught. Then there's like the bad anxiety. Bad anxiety being, you know, like you got pulled over by the cops and for some reason you feel like you're guilty even though you're completely innocent. Just one of those feelings. You've ever had a gun pulled out on you and you're like, this is it, I'm gonna die. That's also bad anxiety. I get that one when I tried to leave the house, and I have not left the house in about 10 years. And I was like this since I was, 19? I haven't left the house. I can't go far. And like, I can go next door to my friend Luis's house, who like, literally, if I point at the wall, that's where he lives. Where's my house? My house is that way. So, it's like, not that far at all. But, I mean, that's as far as I can go. I would like to go to like, you know, LA or up north to go see like Christian from Honda Vlogs and kick it with him, and or go to AZ and help out Chris Sadowski. I would like to do that, or go up north and meet Dana, who is Young Static, and learn something from him. Just, you know, these are things that I'm not able to do because of this this condition I have. This condition is self-inflicted, and it's kind of a bit of a gray area when it comes to a mental disorder, because you can beat it, but it just takes a lot of willpower. And when I try to leave the house, I get anxiety attacks, which is like really, really bad panic attacks, and it's hard for me to do anything. I feel like, you know, I'm getting like an elephant stepping on my chest, and hard to breathe, palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom's spaghetti, you know, that type of shit. Like, you know, it sucks that you want to do more in the car community than you can. You know, you meet people who are like, oh yeah, if you need help, come down to the shop, or if you need, hey, if you want your car painted, dude, come on down. I got, you know, and you can't, because this is like your comfort zone. This is like your base, and the best way to describe it is like, if I try to leave, I'm gonna freak out. Like, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Like, I've tried leaving the house with my grandma, who I trust, my grandpa, who I trust, who's probably watching right now, a few friends who I really trust. But it's just like, I feel like if I'm in control, I can do a lot better. So when I try to drive, I can leave the house, but not too far. I can like go, as long as I can see the house in my vision. Like, if I go down the street and I see my house, I'm like, okay, I'm a little fine. If I freak out, my house is right there. I don't have to worry about a damn thing. But when it's like, if I try to pass that boundary, it's like, that's it. Like, I'll freak out. I need to go home. And the last time I tried leaving a house was a few months ago, and like, you know, I'm always like, I hold on to the oh shit handle in the car, like as if I'm going fast and my grandma's literally just driving around the block. So I'll give you a little bit of a backstory on what happened that caused me to be this way right about now. I'm gonna tell you a story of how I became agoraphobic. It all started back when I was 19 years old, and I've been dealing with anxiety my whole life. I've been constantly battling it. My doctors were prescribing me medications for ADHD, and they thought that that was the problem when it wasn't. They were misdiagnosing me because I had anxiety. I couldn't go to like a movie theater. I couldn't go to like Route 66, which is like really big out here. I couldn't go to a lot of places. Like the mall would freak me out because all the people, and like I'm, you know, claustrophobic, but not like that crazy. But fast forward to what happened was I was driving to an ex-girlfriend's house, and I'm gonna try to make this story short as possible. I'm driving to her house and I'm getting uneasy anxiety. I don't know why. I don't know why this is happening to me. And I'm like, okay, this, you know, it's an anxiety attack. It'll pass. And they say it passes in 10 to 15 minutes. Well, that was a lie. 45 minutes pass, and I'm like, okay, you know, I got to go home. Like, I can't do this anymore. And she's like, it's okay, you know. So I get to my car, and previously, before, I've had my car stolen in front of her house, and I had a kill switch, a fuel pump kill switch in my car, and me freaking out, I wasn't thinking about it. So I get in my car, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to, like, my car's not starting. I'm going to die. Like, it was a 10-minute drive there, but walking, it would be, like, 35 minutes, and it was, like, at 3 in the morning. So I'm like, fuck, like, I'm going to die. I'm going to freak out. I'm probably going to get shot on the way home. I was like, fuck, dude, like, this is awful. So then, like, it snaps in my mind, like, hey, you know, my kill switch is on. So I turn on my kill switch, I get in my car, and I start to drive home. As I'm driving home, I'm, like, freaking out even more because, like, it just starts getting more and more intense, and I start holding onto the steering wheel, and I'm like breathing, and I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I think I'm going to pass out. And it was just, like, an all-over scary experience. And then when I get home, my mom's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? You okay? I was like, I'm freaking out. The next day, I wake up, and I was like, you know what? It was just a one-time thing. Like, you know, I've had anxiety my whole life, but I was like, it's just a one-time thing. Let's get in the car and try again. So I try to drive to her house, and it's in the morning. It's about, like, maybe, like, 9, 10 in the morning. So I try to drive to her house, and it hits me again. So I was like, nope, can't do it. So I turn back around. I tell her, it's like, hey, I can't do it. I can't go to your house. She's like, it's okay. It's cool. Like, I get it. I understand. Fast forward a few years, I'm going to this fucking store where you could buy clothes and shit. I forget what the name is. And I go there, and I'm trying on some clothes, and then it hits me hard. Like, the anxiety just, boom, you got to get it the fuck out of there. So start freaking out. My grandma's like, where are you going? I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So, like, I get in my car and I drive home. I'm freaking out all the way home. And this is, like, a second attack that I had that kind of, like, cemented it into my, into my mind. Like, you know, this is permanent. This is who I am now. I can't leave the house, and it sucks. I can't go to car meets to meet people like Vasily, like Honda Street Garage, you know, Young Static. I couldn't meet Honda Vlogs at last year's iWalk that I wanted to go to. They all asked me if I was going, and I was like, fuck, man, like, I would love to go, but I can't. And it's kind of embarrassing explaining it to people, like, especially in the car world, where, you know, being an automotive vlogger, you have to be out and about, you know, in order to do things, and I can't. So, like, that's, like, one of the biggest and hardest things it is to be an agoraphobic. Like, I can't do much. Like, I get it, like, most of the videos that you watch nowadays with, like, when it comes to car people, like, they go get a part, come back home, work on the car, tell you what's going on with the car, then take it for a test drive, do this, do that, do this. I can't do that. I can't be like, oh, yeah, well, fuck, like, you know, I need this, and I'm just going to head to AutoZone and get it and come back and fix it. I have to, like, ask a friend to go get that part for me. And, like, I have to see if a friend could do that for me. A lot of friends at first, they didn't believe me that this was how I really was. It's like it was embarrassing, like, you know, when you have some like friends come over and they're like, hey man, let's go to a car meet, and you're like, I can't, and like they think that you're just ditching them when you're really not. You just can't go because you're afraid of having an anxiety attack. It's a mental condition that you can beat, and it's hard to do because like my mind like runs a million miles an hour. And especially like if I try to drive my Civic, which is an automatic, I'm not thinking about anything but not having a panic attack. That's why one of the reasons why I got this car was for a therapy car. And I have driven stick before, and like when I could drive up and down the street as long as I could see my house, I'm fine. And my street is just literally a straightaway, so you can see your house from like down the street. But when I drive somebody else's car, like Louise's Civic or something like that, down the street and I come back, I'm not focused on having an anxiety attack. I'm focused on shifting and when to shift and when to downshift, and I don't want to fuck up this guy's car. I don't want to fuck up the clutch. You know, things like that is what I'm thinking of. So if my mind is thinking of all these things at once while I'm driving a stiff shift car, then maybe I can beat being agoraphobic this way. Like psyching myself out, you know, like giving my mind something to focus on. Because if I drive this car and it's stick shift, I'm thinking about when to shift and all that. I'm thinking about the road. I'm thinking about where people are on the road, and I have too many things to focus on instead of focusing on what's going on in here. And I have had a few sponsors tell me like that I have like tell me, you know, you should tell people what you're about and explain to people what you have, and you know, just put it out there. And I've been kind of hesitant because I'm a little worried about backlash, and I'm a little worried about what people might think. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't care. This is who I am, and if people accept me for who I am, then that's cool with me. If they don't, that's also cool with me. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. I'm just happy to be blessed with the friends and family that I have that understand what I'm going through, and they try to. And if they don't understand, they try to understand. And I'm very thankful for Activio Racing and Neo Garage for giving me a chance to even be sponsored, even though I can't go to certain places. Like, I can't go to a car meet and they'd be like, go to Neo's Garage, go to ActivioRacing.com, here's his shirt, here's his hat, you know. I can't do that, so I have to advertise it from home, which is not really saying much that I can do, because, you know, when you advertise something, you need to be out there. You need to throw it out there. You need people to see it. You need people to witness it and be like, oh, where'd you get that? That's just like one of the hardest things of my life is being agoraphobic. I missed out so much. I haven't been out in 10 years now. And I feel like my life is kind of passing me by, which it is. And it's not kinda, it is. And, you know, it sucks when all your friends come over, they're all talking, they're having a good time, and then they're like, hey man, we're gonna go fucking to this car meet, you wanna come? And they invite me just to be nice. They're not inviting me to be a dick because they don't want me to feel like I'm left out. But if they're like, hey, you wanna go to this car meet? I'm like, I can't. And they go, for sure, dude, for sure. Like, it's all good. And they understand. They know why, but they just want to ask me so that way I don't feel kind of, you know, left out. You know, hey, why don't we invite Chris? And fuck him, you know, he's agoraphobic. You know, it's just they're being nice. But like through YouTube, I met a lot of cool people. I talked to a lot of cool people. Like I talked to like K Power Performance, Vasily Garage, Weekend Bandit, Young Static, Chris Sadowski, Vasily, Honda Vlogs. I don't know if I already said him, but and Zosh. Like I've met a lot of cool people throughout this, and it just kind of sucks that I can't go out there to meet more people and push the boundaries and expand my horizon, because I know that I'm tired of filming in the garage. I'm tired of filming the same four walls, and I'm tired of, you know, my material being the exact same. I want it to be different. I want to be like, today's video, we're going to this car meet, Ibach, it's going to be crazy. Like, you know, like I've always wanted to go to H-Day. Like I want to go there, get an H-Day hat, H-Day t-shirt, and you know they don't sell it online, so I can't fucking buy one. Cue sad music right here. I just want to leave the house, and it's hard. There's no one that can help me. I mostly make videos online. When friends told me you should like just do it, just make YouTube videos. I started making YouTube videos just for fun. I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it. If I teach you something, that's cool. Like, I'm glad I taught you something. If I entertain you, then that's cool with me. If I make you laugh, then that's what I'm doing. Like, I've always wanted to be a stand-up comedian because a lot of my friends think that I'm fucking hilarious. I have my grandma laughing all the time. She always tells me to stop making her jiggle. And because she laughs, and she laughs like this. Thought I'd give you guys a brief rundown of what is going on in my life and what I've been going through for the past 10 years. So don't mean to like take Zosh's style when he was talking about his video number 23, but I've been meaning to do this video for a long time, and Neo has been telling me, just push it out there, dude, just do it, and I've just been really hesitant on doing it until now, because it's a new year. Why not get this shit off my chest, put this video out there, and then just fill you guys in on what's going on. But the videos won't be so much talkative in the next video. The next video, I will be teaching you on how to flock your dash. I already have the stuff coming in. Some of the materials should be here today. The actual adhesive that I need will be here on the 7th or on the 10th. So expect a video around those days. I will be doing it to my dash and any other plastic pieces I feel that is necessary for me to do. And I will be showing you a step-by-step video on how to use, how to flock your dash. It's the same stuff, like instead of swaying your dash like with material and adhesive and stuff like that, this is like a more permanent solution. And it's glue and like little suede little squares and stuff that come out of this little thing. You'll see, it looks really fucking nice. It's, if you ever seen any kind of rally car driving videos and then the way that their dash looks, that's flocked. The dash is flocked. I'm gonna end this short video right here. My name is Chris from Lazymangarage, and we get shit done when we feel like it. Peace.